discussing the matter, so we'll see where that goes.
Your Honor, on
Okay.
that one, I had a chance to speak with the prosecutor. We reached a resolve, so whenever the court's ready, we're ready.
All right, now let's 1A, Galaxy, who is G. Graham?
Gregory Graham.
All right, I know that name.
Yeah, I'm back on here because we went through this last couple weeks ago when and the police pulled me over again and said I still got the same warrant. Plus, y'all put a different warrant out for me.
Not y'all.
Well, 36 District Court.
No, it would be, so Graham, Greg, what's your middle name, sir?
Lamont.
Lamont. I don't see anything here for you.
You don't have a court case.
No, I don't have a court case. I already been through court with you. And y'all supposed to have been erasing that off my record or whatever. And police pulled me over the other day and said I still have a warrant for the same case. Plus I have another
What's your date
warrant.
of birth?
6/29/71.
All right, you gotta go to Judge Bryant. Unlicensed registered builder ticket. Residential builder. So that's not in this court, that's in Judge Bryant's court. There is a warrant out for you on that. Let me see these other, there's a bunch of Grahams, Gregory Grahams.
No, I had a warrant through your, last time I had to call back on you and tell you that they didn't take it off the file yet. I went and paid it.
Closed. All the ones that you had for ours are closed. For that money that you paid?
Yeah, the 268.
Oh, now.
Yeah, that's closed.
You need to go down there and make a new court date.
So I have another one now?
You have a court date for Judge Bryant. Can you get him Judge Bryant's court number? I need to get a list of
The phone number or just the Zoom?
give him the phone number they can call. I don't know how she wants to handle.
Yeah, Your Honor, it's 339.
So I do not have that warrant for that same ticket because the police said I had a warrant for the same ticket.
You do not have a warrant for a ticket for any building ticket out of here. Let's see.
You got it.
Yeah, it's just let me see what we can go through the first part.
Well, give them the number right now.
Okay. Mr. Graham, you ready?
Yes.
All right, the Zoom number for 339 is 360-339-0000.
Give him the number to the court too, so he can call up there.
Also, the phone number is 313-965-2295.
Okay.
All right, so it looks like you also have $100 sitting here on that old court case that we dismissed. Take this B111-20419 is the case that was in here that we dismissed. You had $100 for that. And it appears you got another $100 sitting here, B111-20319.
Oh, that's the one I came. That's when I came down to pay to make a court date.
Yes, yes. So you may be able to tell them to apply that to the other cases. You may just want to come on down and just get it and apply that bond to the other cases. The other case, I only see you have one more case. That's in Judge Bryant's court.
And what was that case for, sir?
That's for unlicensed residential builder. 19-044-67101 is the case number.
Could you repeat that?
19-446-7101.
Thank you. So it's best for me to just come down and make.
You
the
might
court-
want to be able, they'll either apply that bond to the other cases, because our cases are closed. You have $200, $100 for each case that you have with our court. And now you have, I don't know why both of those things didn't come to this court. All three of them didn't come to this court, but the two that you had in front of us are closed.
And then from the same date. It's from the.
Is it from the same date? The other one, is it from the same date or is it something different? Because I really don't know what that one is for.
Well, maybe I need to speak to your wife, because she's asking all the pertinent questions. 2-1, let's see, no, it's from a different date. I got a date of, that's an old case, 4-1, they just, the offense date is April the 1st of 2015, and they entered it into the system on 3/20/2019. So that's a long time.
Right.
All right. Is it in our court? No, it's in Judge Bryant. Did you give him the number to Judge Bryant's court?
Yes, sir.
His clerk's number as well?
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. All right, have a great day, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right. Officer Jennings,
Yes, sir.
how are you?
I'm doing fine. About yourself, sir?
Very well. Who do you have?
I have Roger Williams, sir.
Lewis, Roger Williams Lewis, the last one that I.
Okay, Roger William Lewis. In the park after dark. Is Mr. Lewis here? What's going on? Okay. All right, let's get going.
Yes, sir. No need, they can see me. Said there's no need, they can see me. I said there was no need to move because they can still see me. Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. Sit back, wait for your names to be called. Also, if you're in a vehicle, there is no driving while court is in session. Also, there'll be no talking, eating, drinking, gum chewing, walking around of any kind, and please remain properly dressed at all times. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, you have to put it back. All right, good morning, everyone. Let's get started. Counselor, what is your client's name? How do you pronounce your client's name?
Your Honor, if you're, I'm not sure if you're addressing me, but it would be Gusada.
Musada. Good morning, Mr. Warbley.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, very well. This is the City of Detroit versus Nabel Gusada, case number 217-314-95, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Nicholas Ryan Opoleski, P79305, appearing on behalf of Mr. Gusada with full settlement authority.
Okay, so apparently today is the date and time set for a formal hearing, and I take that to understand that your client is not present, correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, so you're giving me an opportunity to speak with the city attorney, and apparently you guys have reached a resolution.
We have, Your Honor. In exchange, the plea agreement would be that he would plead to one count of blockading traffic, and the other counts would be dismissed.
All right, that's the understanding. Okay, very well. Let's see. Will you stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the stop?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to find your client responsible for blocking traffic for the amended count of blocking traffic for the disregard of the red signal. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss the other two matters.
Thank you, Your Honor. So stipulated.
Okay. I'm going to fine your client $175 for that blocking traffic. When can your client pay?
Your Honor, can I have 2 weeks?
2 weeks? He hires a high-priced lawyer like yourself, and he can't pay $175? I don't understand that.
It's just,
Yeah.
Your Honor, the only reason I ask is because I've had clients pay on the kiosk before, like even through the internet, and it takes time to process, and I'm just trying to avoid any issues.
All right, October 18th, 2021. We'll put it as a review at 8:25. We only do that just to make sure the case is getting closed out, or to make sure he pays first. But if he pays, then if it's paid and it's on the system as paid, then he doesn't have to show up. But if it's not, we want to see him. All right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
If it's nothing further, have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Any other lawyers in there? Any other things ready? That's the side there. We have Mr. Richard Garrett.
How you doing, Your Honor?
Very well, sir. And yourself?
I'm getting my life back in order, so I'm feeling kind of good about this.
All right, I'm glad to hear that. Richard Rondell Garrett. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm trying to look at it. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Richard Rondell Garrett, case number SP 1077815, counts 1 and count 2. SP 1077822, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1087952. 1 and count 2. We also have case numbers SP 6934161.
You got that? 5-1.
SP, hold on now. SP 9106521. Appearance for the record, please.
Attorney Ben Werbling, P64889 on behalf of the defendant.
All right, very well. So unfortunately, there's no offer in this file. So I'm gonna have to pass Mr. Garrett's matter until the city attorney comes back. But I will say this, you have some old civil infractions, sir. I'm going to set aside the defaults on some of the civil infractions that you got this year. They're in default, but I'll set those aside. But the old ones that go back to 2016, what I will do with those is I will, if you want to get this stuff taken care of, you pay. Well, we'll put it this way: you have a right to a trial today. If you want to go to trial on all these matters, you can. If you want to take an offer that we'll present to you shortly, you can do that. If you're going to take the offer, you want to pay this stuff, then you pay what you get into today. And then once you start making payments on that, we can go back and we can get you some relief on some of the old stuff, all right?
Okay, Your Honor, some of that old stuff like those COVID tickets and stuff like that.
I set the defaults aside on that.
Okay.
All right. All right. So I'll give you a opportunity to speak with the attorney. Why don't you speak with him, Mr. Warbling? And put him in a
What's
breakout.
that, Judge? I'm sorry.
I'm going to put Mr. Garrett in the breakout room. He's going to talk to you about some of his matters. Okay. Lukowski?
Yes, good morning.
All right. This is a matter that doesn't have an offer in it either. So it's either set a trial date or please as charged. I can just give you a trial date if you like.
Yes.
Let's do that. All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Casimir Lukowski, case number SP 1170668, counts 1 and counts 2. Mr. Lukowski, based on the nature of this offense, it says leaving the scene of an accident, personal injury accident. That's a 6-point offense. And for failed to provide info regarding an accident, I don't know what the let's see what is the penalty for that. Let's see. So, failure to provide to So failure to report, failure to provide info regarding accident. 257619.
But that's how they got my information in the first place, because I provided information actually to the person that crashed into me. That's how they even got.
Wait. I'm not here today to make the determination of whether you're innocent or guilty of this.
Oh.
Today is just a pre-trial. So, so you just have to, that's why I was going to set you a trial date, because they don't have an offer. Failure to provide information or render aid after accident. That's a 0-point offense. And the other, leaving the scene of an accident, I think that's a 6-point offense.
Right, personally.
So that's why you'll have on the date of the trial date to come and bring the information that you have. There's no offer in the file, so the only way you can clear this up today is to plead straight up, which I'm sure your attorney wouldn't advise that. So I'm going to give you a trial date, and then the leaving the scene of an accident is leaving the scene of accident, personal injury, 6 1610. I think, just to make sure that you know, is a 6-point offense and a 90-day suspension. That's pretty severe, and it's punishable by 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. But so let's give him a trial date. Let's give you a trial date, January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
Will my background checks for attempting to get employment still be tainted with the charge?
I don't know how it's tainted. It'll probably, it may show up. Yeah, it may show up on a lien that it's open or a background check, but it's no adjudication. So you haven't pled guilty or you haven't been found guilty of any of this. Why are you looking to get some employment?
Yes, twice.
I can give you a sooner. I can see if I can get you a sooner date.
Thank you.
Ms. Nash?
Yeah.
On an earlier date, can we give them the 25th of October?
I believe so. I can double check.
I hate to stop.
We can do.
All right, October 25th.
Thank you.
2021 at 9 a.m. Zoom in then, sir. If you have whatever information you have to keep in mind, you don't have to prove anything. It's a burden of the people to prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt. But I do suggest that if you have some information that will assist your defense attorney on that day to help you out with this matter, then I would suggest you have that available on that date, but it's going to be by Zoom. So Zoom on in, and we'll try to get some kind of resolution on that date.
Do I have a court-appointed attorney?
You will on that date, sir.
And what's the date? Is it?
October 25th.
Thank you.
At 9 a.m. All right. If there's nothing further, have a great day, sir.
You too.
All right. Let's go with who else? Oh, we need to get an offer for that gentleman, Mr. Richard.
I'm working on that now.
Okay. Is that Carolyn?
Yes.
Is that Carolyn Graham?
Yes.
All right. I have you checked in. Then I have a Motorola One 5G Ace. Who is that?
Are you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to somebody who has a device that's not named.
Oh.
I can't hear you, sir. You're on mute. Still can't hear you. All right, where's Carolyn Graham? Okay. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, I was on mute. My name's Jason Laterzo. I'm the Motorola 5G.
All right, good morning, Mr. Laterzo. He has cases, and is that, good morning, I have Investigator Summerfield. Are you here for Laterzo?
Yes, sir.
All right, that's a trial date. I'm gonna put you in the breakout room with the city attorney, and then Ms. Laterzo, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Wortley when he gets out of the room with the counselor, with the client. Then I have Roger Lewis.
Yes, sir.
And that's a trial date. Who's here on Roger Lewis?
I am, sir.
No, what officer is?
Officer Jennings, sir.
Jennings,
All right,
Harvey?
Is that the end of part?
That's in the park.
3 month delay.
All right, so your offer, unless you want to go to trial, which would be today, is set for a trial date, is a 3-month delayed sentence. You pay $240, and this is for Mr. Roger Lewis. You pay $240 today, and you'll get the ticket will be dismissed immediately upon payment of that $240.
I don't have it today, sir.
Well, you'll get 3 months to pay it if you want. Now, you have a right to a trial, and everybody's here for a trial. So if you're contesting the fact that you were in the park after dark, then that's what this is for today. And you can talk to Mr. Warbling about that, and we can get the show on the road. So what do you want to do?
Okay. You saying I have 3 months to pay it off?
Yep, it's gonna be under a 3-month delay. So if you pay it off within that 3 months, the ticket will be dismissed. It won't be on your record.
Okay. Yes, I mean, I can pay it, but I just can't pay it today. Yeah, I'll pay the ticket, sir.
All right. Let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Roger William Lewis, case number SP 1138741.
Ed Warbling on his behalf, Your Honor.
All right. I'm just checking the system to see if there's anything else out there in the park after dark. Okay, so today is the date and time set for a trial, Mr. Lewis. The offer's been presented to you to take this matter under a 3-month delayed sentence. I even said I'll go a step further and I'll dismiss the matter immediately upon payment. That 3-month delay means that as long as you get the ticket paid within 3 months and you don't get caught in the park after dark again within that 3 months or before it's dismissed, then the case will be dismissed.
Okay.
All right. You want to take that deal, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. You understand, sir, the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give that trial right up?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I just stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, sir, let me draw your attention back to November the 22nd, 2020 at around 3:32 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of 24th Street and West Jefferson Avenue. What is at that location, sir?
It's the riverfront, sir.
And is that a park down there?
Yes, sir.
All right, and sir, did you have an occasion to be approached by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And on that day, were you in the park at that time?
Yes.
All right, I think that's all the sufficient basis, factual basis we need to know, right? It's really a strict liability crime, sir. If you're in the park after 10 o'clock where City of Parks closed, then you're strictly liable. So I'm going to accept your plea to being in the park after dark. I'm going to find you guilty of that, and I'm going to take that guilty plea under a 3-month delayed sentence.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to fine you $240. And I said I will dismiss upon payment. So
Yes, sir.
time within that 3 months. 3 months from now is January 4th.
Okay.
For 2022. And I'm going to set this for review at 8:25 a.m. If you paid that, then you don't have to show back up, sir. But if you haven't paid that, you need to come back in and see if the court can find you some more time, because I don't want you to lose that deal.
Right. You say I got to what, January the 4th?
It's $240.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying it's January the 4th, right?
Yes.
Okay, no problem. I'll take care of it.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
You too. But can I say something though, sir?
If
There
you
is
like.
no sign. Well, at that time, there wasn't a sign up stating, that you couldn't be in the park at a certain specific time. But I mean, I'm just saying, that's here to say right now. But it's not nothing there though.
You said that before. I don't know if that's an obligation of the city to do that. I don't. That's where Mr. Warbling was here to be there on your behalf. But I mean, Mr. Warbling.
Yes, Judge.
Does that? He said there was no sign.
Your Honor, my understanding.
What's the code? I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I could have took a picture before and showed you the area, where I was sitting at. So there's no sign specifically saying that you can't be there after a certain time.
And I know we've gone over that issue before, Your Honor, so I'll have to refresh my memory.
Yeah. Two at the park after dark, though.
You gotta keep quiet, sir.
Oh, that's not me, sir.
No, I'm not. I know I wasn't talking to you.
Okay.
No person shall congregate, loiter, park, picnic, or remain upon or within any private park, private playfield, or private playground between the hours of 10 p.m. and 6 a.m. unless otherwise designated by the Recreation Department. In order for this section to be enforceable, such time shall be clearly and legibly posted upon permanent signs prominently displayed on the site of such park, playground, or playfield for purposes of. So, sir, you're right. There's no sign. Now, that's a question of fact, whether it be a sign there or not. That's the purpose of why we'd be here today.
Right.
So it needs to be displayed.
Yes, it does.
All right. What do you want to do, Mr. Warbling? You want to speak to your client, the Officer Jennings is Officer Jennings here?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
All right, so it sounds like we need to have a hearing then.
That's correct, Judge. Unless is Mr. Goss your assigned prosecutor? I wouldn't mind having the opportunity to speak with him first.
All right.
But from what you've read, Your Honor, that is one of the elements of the crime.
I mean, liquor store style.
So that's why that's the main reason why I don't allow people to take pleas in my court, just to get it over with. Because when you do that, then you have a lot of times people come back and want to have buyer's remorse, and then just like you had kind of buyer's remorse, you should have brought that up in the beginning and said that. But I'm going to allow that to be set aside, at least for now, to go over this, and I'll give you your opportunity to be heard. But you're exactly right that if there is no sign, then you're not to be liable for it. But then Officer Jennings is here, and he's got the burden to prove all the elements that were there. So we're gonna allow him that time to prove that. So that's what the trial is for. So let's pass the matter. I'm going to put Mr. Warbling in the breakout room with Mr. Goss and let the attorneys talk it over and see if they can come to some sort of resolution. And they can't come to any resolution, then we'll conduct the trial. All right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you want to be in that room as well? Do you want Officer Jennings in there?
Yes.
All right. We'll put you in there too as Officer Jennings.
Yes, sir.
All right, very well. right. So who do we have next? We have, Ms. Graham has been waiting patiently, so that's where we'll go next. What about Mr. Garrett? Did you write that office for Mr. Garrett?
Yes, I gave it.
All right, so we'll take Mr. Garrett first. Is he still here? I don't know if Mr. Garrett is still here.
He was on the phone.
He was on the phone. I don't see him. All right, let's go to Ms. Brown. This is the city of Detroit versus Carolyn Rosette Graham. Case number SP 116598 counts 1 and counts 2, and SP 11662791. Ms. Graham, today is the date time set for a trial in your matter. Who do we have? Oh, there it is. I meant to acknowledge you, Officer Hampton. How's it going?
Doing all right, Your Honor.
It's Corporal Hampton. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, so we have Corporal Hampton here as well. Have you had an opportunity? You haven't had an opportunity to speak with the city attorney, have you?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm going to put you in the break room, and then Ms. Graham, I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Warbling.
I have an attorney, sir.
You have an attorney?
Amari Hatcher.
Okay, I don't see Ms. Hatcher here.
Yeah, she had a trial this morning, and she said that she would try to Zoom in if her trial didn't start on time. And she also indicated that if she couldn't make it, that for me to ask for another date.
All right. Well, do you want to try to call her now?
Yeah, I could try to call her on myself.
Here today, try to call her. I'll pass the matter until you can get in touch with her and let us know what's going on.
Okay.
All right. I see Mr. Garrett. He's in the breakout.
Your Honor, attorney here. Checking in on a traffic matter. I was wondering if I can.
Okay, what's your name?
Attorney Johnson Francis, but I'm covering for Attorney Sean Hermes. I've got Rana Obaidi.
All right, that's a pretrial. Is Mr. Obaidi here?
Rana Obaidi. It's a female judge. I think it's just a traffic matter. I don't think she's going to be appearing this morning.
This is also in the park after dark. So again, this will be under a 3-month delayed sentence. This is the offer today would be 3-month delayed. I'll take it. I'll fine her $240, and I will dismiss immediately upon payment. And I see there was a prior pretrial for this matter. So what I can do is I can set a trial date if you want to just work it out then.
My apologies, Your Honor. This was in the park after dark. I was under the impression it was just a traffic matter.
No, Rena Obaidi is in the park after dark. Let me see if she has some traffic matters as well. All I see on the docket today is in the park after dark. Okay, so I see in the park, and I see a limited access ticket 6 to 10 over that was closed out on 8/9/2021. So apparently your client, okay, so it says Okay,
Yeah, Judge,
so
sorry to cut you off. I don't know if our office was retained on the after dark ticket. I think we were just retained simply for the traffic matter.
that traffic matter was dismissed on 8/9/2021, and there's a $45 reinstatement fee that Ms. Obeide owes. In the park after dark, that's another matter that was had 7 days later from that traffic matter.
Right. I wouldn't know what we filed an appearance on. I don't believe I wasn't given instructions on a matter after dark, criminal matter.
Filed appearance on the traffic matter. Let's see if they filed an appearance on the other matter as well. So they're on both cases.
Just a minute. I'll talk to the attorney of record. Let me give him a call, if you don't mind.
Sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Garrett? Mr. Garrett, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I just unmuted the phone.
Let's go back on the record with Mr. Richard Rondell Garrett. Mr. Garrett, there has been an offer presented to you, and that offer is to plead to one count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That is a misdemeanor. That is abstractable to the Secretary of State. And upon conviction of that, that'll trigger a 30-day suspension from the Secretary of State, and then amending the other ticket to a blocking traffic. I guess that would probably be a speeding matter or disregarding a red light matter or something of that nature. Amending that to blocking traffic, that'll be a $175 fine, sir. I'll give you some time to pay. Or you can set these matters for trial. What would you like to do?
How much will I have to pay, Your Honor?
$240 plus $175.
240 plus 175?
Yes.
Oh, I'm just ready to pay it.
All right.
And I will, what would I have to do if I'm going back to the Secretary of State to get my license?
Well, you're gonna have to clear up some of these old, civil infractions as well. I see 1, 2, 3. Well, hold on, I'll say that.
I thought we were taking care of those today.
We're gonna take care of most of them, but there's other ones that go back to 2017 and 2016.
So, I'll be right back, but I'm just listening.
Which one?
With Officer Jennings.
Officer Jennings?
In the park after dark. This is dismissal.
All right. All right. 2017, 2017, 2017, 2016. What I was gonna do, sir, was I was gonna see if you make good on the cases today. And if you make good on those cases today, I was gonna let you zoom back in, show us that you made good, and then go back into the system and give you some relief on those old civil infractions. And the relief that I can give you would be getting you back as close as I can to the original cost of the ticket, waiving the late fees and stuff.
And what would that roundabout?
I don't know. I'm not gonna do the math. I'm gonna let you do the math. I'm already setting aside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civil infractions. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 other ones that are pending, that you neglected to take care of back in the day.
I know those old tickets is probably bully tickets. I'm trying to tell you, Your Honor, these cops out here is just crazy nowadays. But
listen, the only problem I have with that is that you were supposed to do something with it back in the day. So you can argue all day now that they wrongfully issued you those tickets, but it's 5 years later.
I understand that too, but I was trying doing with this COVID stuff and trying to get the everything in order. It was kind of hard, Your Honor, and then dealing with
COVID,
the how you know.
COVID happened in 2020. It
I
wasn't
know. I'm
even.
talking about. Okay, no, Your Honor, you're right. I'm just saying it was just kind of, because I haven't been on my, game as I am now.
All right, and like I said, I respect that. Now, what I told you is that if you show me that you're on your game, and part of showing me that you're on your game is showing up today. So you've done part of that. The other part of that is paying off the responsibility that you have today. And then once you do that, then you come back in, and I told you I'll help you with your game a little bit and try to give you some relief.
Okay, so I'm on my way down there to pay it.
All right, hold on now. We haven't finished yet. Now let's get to the nitty gritty now.
Okay.
So you understand that you have a right to a trial. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Garrett, do you understand that the maximum possible penalty for these misdemeanor offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer today, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
All right, and has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay. Let's go and let's draw your attention back to April the 15th, 2020 at around 3:46 p.m. That's in the heart of the pandemic. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
I got pulled over. I was leaving out the house to go get my mom supplies for,
I don't need to hear all what I don't need to hear all that. It's very simple questions. On City of Detroit on April the 15th, 2020, around 3:46 in the area of Chalmers and Alma, did you get pulled over that day?
Yes, sir.
And on that day, did the police officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, we had driver's license in the car. Well, I was, my wife did.
Sir. Here. Listen, listen.
We did. Yes, sir.
Let me explain something to you, sir. You tell me that you want to step up and you want to start taking responsibility and you want to start getting your head together, right?
Yes, sir. But all right, I'm not even gonna say nothing else, sir. But yes, sir.
What you gonna say? Go ahead. Say what you gonna say.
No, it's okay, sir.
Come on now. You talking about there was a license in the car? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So who was driving the car?
No, because he had asked us for proof of insurance, and we showed them all. They was just being totally rude.
Insurance. We're talking about a driver's license. You saying it was a driver's license in the car? So you saying, hey, I was driving, but my wife had the license, so shit, it was a license in the car.
Okay, sir, I understand.
Come on. What kind of game is that? I know they got some better game over there off Chalmers and Alma than that, don't they?
Oh, no, I ain't from Chalmers and Alma, sir.
I guess not, because they got better game over there than that. So, sir, were you driving this vehicle on that day?
Yes, sir, I was.
And did the police officer ask you for a valid driver's license?
Yes, sir, he did.
And you couldn't give him that because you ain't had a license in I don't know how many years, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. So now you can say, I just failed to display a license. I'm not even gonna say whether I had one or not. All right, so let's go to the next ticket, sir. And that is gonna be, this is gonna be hard for you, I know. On the same date and time, were you pulled over for running a stop sign or a failure to stop at an intersection, sir, on Chalmers and Alma?
Oh yeah, yes, sir.
And you were pulled over. Now here's the trick. Here's the tricky one, y'all. You were pulled over for running that intersection because you actually ran that intersection, didn't you?
No, I didn't run the intersection.
I knew it.
I didn't though. No, Your Honor, for real. I'm being for real. I didn't run the intersection. I was arguing over on the phone with my cousin, and I hit the brakes real hard. So the cop seen me hit the brakes real hard at the corner, and he said, "What's going on, sir?" And I said nothing on the phone, arguing with my cousin, and he said, "Oh, well, I need you to pull over to the side." That's what happened, Your Honor. Honestly.
Let me ask you this: Did you pass the stop sign at that intersection?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
So
I'm being total.
Hey, listen,
No,
I'm gonna
Your Honor. No, Your Honor, I'm being totally honest with you right now. My wife was right here too. She was in the car. I didn't pass the stop sign.
Here's how it's gonna go, sir. I can't accept your plea if you're gonna sit here and say you didn't do it. And we're gonna have to set a trial date, or you're gonna have to plead to something else that you can say you did. Let's see what else, how many other tickets you have here. I can't accept your plea if you're not gonna accept responsibility.
Well, okay, Your Honor, I ran the stop sign, but
you said you didn't do it.
I did. No, my wife's me. We sitting here confused now because I really didn't.
It's not, I haven't said anything.
I'm just trying to avoid going through all this other stuff and just pay this stuff off. I'm just trying to get everything in order. I don't want to, go back and forth and seem like I'm just lying or something like that. But it's not. The guys was already frustrated because they was on the call for something else. But when he seen me do that, he just went through the roof with it. It was like 5 of them in the car.
Listen, I'm gonna pass the matter. I'm gonna pass the matter until we get the city attorney back in here and we can get a plea. I'm gonna take care of some other people that I have ready. So let's pass that. Just give us a minute. All right. So, Mr. Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Let's go. No, not you, Mr. Lewis. The other Mr. Roger William Lewis.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Roger William Lewis, we're back on the record with Mr. Roger William Lewis, and you won, sir. They're going to dismiss your case, all right?
Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
Well, hey, a closed mouth doesn't get fed. So you almost kept your mouth closed and didn't say anything. I thought that was the reason why you set the trial why we set the trial date back when you came in the first time.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, I'm like I told you, it's only going to be completely fair in this courtroom for everybody, right? We're going to operate on fundamental fairness, or we're going to be reasonable and things like that. And you said that when you came in the courtroom the first day, you said that there wasn't a sign there. Now, the court is going to set the trial date. Now, I still don't know whether it was signed there or not, but the parties have said you won. Now, I have Mr. P.O. Jennings that I will note for the record. Officer Jennings, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, sir. Officer Jennings, badge 195 with Detroit Police Department, 4th Precinct.
Very, very well. I will make note that he got here so he can get paid. And you get your case dismissed and have a great day if you don't have any further questions.
No, sir, but will I get anything in the mail stating that is dismissed? Because I just.
No, you won't. You can go online and type in your name and you can print an ROA out, and that ROA will let you know that it's been dismissed.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You have a great day. Tell the officer he have a great day. Everybody have a great day.
All right, now you know though. Get out the park at 10 o'clock. You in there?
I know not. I haven't been back since then.
I guess not. All right.
I told him I wasn't coming. I told him I wasn't going. I haven't been back in there since.
He told me, yeah, you're right. You told me. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I was serious because I mean I didn't know I was arguing that day, and like I said, the young lady I had in the vehicle with me, you know.
You lost your girlfriend. You lost the girlfriend. You don't have a reason to go back there. So that's it. All right. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You guys are great, man.
All right. Have a good day.
Yeah.
Your Honor, we're ready on Rena Obaidi.
Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Rena Obaidi, case number SP1778071. Appearance for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Johnson, Franco P number 78402, standing in for Attorney of Record Sean Hermes here on behalf of defendant Rena Obaidi.
All right, did you guys get it worked out? This is entering the park after dark. The offer is the standard offer. That's a 3-month delay. I'll fine her $240. I'll dismiss immediately upon payment, but I will set a trial date, and Mr. Lewis just won his case. I don't know if you want to set a trial date and try to resolve it. I'll leave the offer open on the day of trial.
Yes, Your Honor, if you don't mind, if we can do that.
Trial date, January 20th, 2020, at 9 a.m. All right?
Very good.
Any other questions?
None from our end, Judge.
All right, have a very good day, Counselor. I'll see you guys back on January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m.
You too, Judge. You take care. Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Ms. Graham.
Yes, sir.
Did you ever get Ms. Hatcher on the line?
Yes, and she said she would be about 30 minutes. That
All
she
right,
was
very
in the
well.
process of a trial.
All right, very well. All right, let's let Mr. Garrett.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I just want to plead. I just want to plead guilty to it, sir.
Let me allow you to speak. Let me allow you to speak with Mr. Warbling. Help him out, Mr. Warbling, again. I'm going to put you in a breakout room, and we got to establish a factual basis. He's already established a factual basis for the failure to display a valid driver's license. It was like pulling teeth with him to get that out of him, and it seems like it's going to be the same way with this this stopping ticket. That it appears, that it's going to be taken under a blocking traffic. That blocking traffic is just like an expensive parking ticket, $175 fine. It doesn't abstract to the Secretary of State, meaning there's no points or any consequences behind it. So talk to him, please.
Your Honor, and just as a side note, because it's a civil infraction, does Your Honor accept stipulating just to the face of the ticket on that, or you actually want a factual basis for that?
I would have done that in the beginning, but he doesn't want to accept the responsibility. He comes in with all these stories. He just doesn't want to do that. And but so I would have done it at the beginning, but he says he didn't do it.
Understood. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. I will talk to him now.
They were asking you to move your car to try to fix that fence that you parked next to. Someone hit it up again.
All right.
Your Honor, court reporter here. Can I get this 2 minutes before the next case?
All right, that's a good time. I got to move my car anyway, so I'm gonna take a brief recess and I'll be back.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you take me?
No.
I'm a family.
I said I'm gonna take a recess. You go first. Can I take it?
I'm a family. I'm a family.
Can I see somebody's key to get in my chain? Can I see your key, please? I'm gonna see. That'll get in my. Yes. Did you just put this badge up there?
Yes, sir.
How you doing, Miss Nash?
Great, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay. Who is that? I come to see my brother.
Huh? Oh, is he? Everybody's best friends with my brother. He's got all the friends in the world.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
All right.
All right.
Hey, just asking, do y'all know if Lawrence was called yet?
Huh?
Ms. Nash,
Pardon me?
do you
I
know
think
if
we're on
Lawrence was
recess right
called yet?
now. Who was it called?
Lawrence.
Are you on the docket for today?
Yes, 9 o'clock. Andre Lawrence.
Middle name Xavier.
Yes.
Did I tell you to come in this morning as a walk-in?
No, I had trial today. The judge told me to come in.
Your name was not called though. We're on recess right now. If you don't mind, please. I'll pull
Oh
your
yeah, no,
file.
I was just asking because I didn't want to interrupt any of the actual cases that was going.
I got a quick question too whenever you get a chance.
Where's the mute button?
Can you check and see if Thomas Lewis was called? Ma'am?
You get my message. Read my messages because he's in the Zoom court this morning.
Ma'am, can you please mute your device?
Huh?
Excuse me, my name is Thomas Lewis, and I had court at 8:30, but I had problems getting on a Zoom meeting. Can you tell me if my name was called Thomas Lewis?
Your name wasn't called yet,
Thank you.
just yet. One moment, sir.
Thank you.
That was quick.
All right. All right, where were we? Everybody's checking in late, and I see Miss Lamb is back.
Yes.
So where are we? We're in, has Miss Hatcher come? No, so we'll pass that. All right, let's go back with Mr. Garrett. Let's finish. Let's get this all together. Did you get it? Let's go. We're back on the record with Mr. Richard Garrett, and let me pull him out of the breakout. Did you get him situated, Mr. Warbling?
Yes, Your Honor. He's prepared to go forward as far as the civil infraction is concerned.
All right. Mr. Garrett, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got an understanding of how this works now?
Yes, sir.
All right. So back, taking you back to, that was April 15th, I believe. And that was in an area of, at 3:47 p.m. in 2020 in the area of Chalmers and Alma, sir. You got pulled over for stopping that failure to stop at an intersection. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you got pulled over for failure to stop at that intersection because you actually failed to stop at that intersection. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Very well, sir. If it's, I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of blocking traffic for that matter. With the stipulation of probable cause, I'm going to dismiss the other matters that I called into the record. Mr. Warbling.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to fine you $175 for the blocking traffic. And I'm going to, that's two of them saying, and I'm going to dismiss the other matters that we call. So that gives you the
Thank you, Your Honor.
driver's license. When can you pay, sir?
immediately, Your Honor.
Okay. Let's see here. Let's make a good record of this. 151 of those. 1, 2, 3. Those are going to be dismissed. Okay, and then for the failure to stop and no registration, we pled responsible for the failure to stop. For the no registration, we're going to dismiss that matter. All right, so that's going to be dismissed. For the expired driver's license, case number 1 SP 1087952, count 1. Where's that taken? Those cases are going to be dismissed, counts 1 and 2. I'm also going to waive the warrant fees, sir. But I am going to hold you responsible to pay the reinstatement fees. And no. And then all right, there's nothing further, sir. Okay, you say you can pay immediately. So,
Sir, I'm so on the way. It don't make. I'm already there.
Okay, so let's do this. If you pay this today, as soon as you get finished paying this, I want you to zoom back in. Well, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. Ms. Nash, can we get to that pay screen and I can give you the ticket numbers, please?
Yes.
I trust and believe that you're on your way to take care of this right now. So we're going to just not waste any time. We're going to give you the relief that I told you I'd give you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, so SP 6934151. Let's waive the late fees. And let's go ahead and waive the reinstatement. That takes that ticket from $74 down to, yes, $100. So that saved you $74 there. All right, let's go to SP 693415. Okay.
Pay it today, right?
Well, he said, are you going to pay all these today, or are you just going to pay the stuff that you entered into in the guilty pleas today, the 240 and the 175?
I was looking for a total. Yeah.
All right. All right.
Date.
We can go back and adjust the data.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
I'd just say give it 30 days.
Oh, 30, okay.
Yeah. SP 6934152.
142.
No, 52.
Oh.
That's SP 6934152.
I'm not good with numbers, y'all. I transposed my life. Can you slow down?
SP 6934152.
Sorry.
That's all right.
This is-
So
okay.
let's do the same for those. That takes that from 180 down to 105, I think. down to 105. The next one is the end, 3 at the end of that, instead of 2. This one is 200 and 258 dollars down to 170. Let's go with SP.
Which one was that?
SP 9106511.
$180, you said?
Was 280 something, it's down to something, I don't know what the total is, we'll get a total in a second.
Okay.
Same thing. That one went from 216 to 135. You ready for another one?
Yes, sir.
9106512.
Oh, is SP first?
Yes, SP 9106512. All right, and then lastly, the 3 at the end of this one. Good chance. You want to put these in here, these other dismissals are written, the other stuff up for him, he can get a total.
Okay.
And he can come in, he said he's on his way to pay now, so. He only pled to one, failure to display, all the other misdemeanors are dismissed. And then he pled to, that's failure to stop ticket, he pled to a $175 blocking traffic ticket, and then we'll dismiss all the other civil infractions that he had. All right, we'll get to that total, sir, and we'll get that and put it in the system. So, other than that, Mr. Garrett, if there's nothing further, sir, you have a great day, sir.
You too. So how do I check to see what the total is, sir?
Well, they're gonna come down and tell you at the window what the total is when you get down here. So what I'm most concerned about today is the $240 and the $175. You might see $285 on there, and you might see over $200 on the other blocking traffic ticket. But those are the reinstatement fees. I'll waive the warrant fees. That's another $50 I'm saving you for each warrant fee on these tickets. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warrant fees. So that's another $250 I'm saving you. But you're going to pay the reinstatement fees. But all I'm concerned about is $240 and $175. And if you pay that, then I'll give you. I put in a month for the other stuff for you to pay. So if you want to just come on down and then zoom back in after you're done. We'll make sure everything is focused up.
That's why I was trying. Okay, that's why I was trying to get a total because I wanted to come down there with the right amount.
Just bring your wallet with you. All right.
Come on,
All right.
bring your wallet with you.
All right. Have a great day, sir.
Okay, you too, sir.
All right. So let's go with, what are you gonna do, Mr. Laws? Are you ready to take this plea or you want a trial date?
I guess I would have to get a trial date. I know I can't get a lawyer right now. Now that I'm actually living in a house, and I know I can't. I tried to get a court-appointed attorney, but they said I had to have no job, and the job that I work at, I'm only doing like 12 hours with each client, with each child.
Mr. Warbling, Mr. Laws is charged with the high VAC. We gave him an opportunity to get a lawyer. I guess he tried to do the indigent defendant route and get a court-appointed lawyer, but I'm understanding that he didn't wasn't approved for that. I can set him a trial date. The only problem that I see with these tickets is that they don't, that I'm told that the city of Detroit destroys the audio video, which in my eyes is imperative to have to properly try to defend these cases. And his ticket goes back to 8/15/2020.
Your Honor, if I may
Yes.
speak, I had to actually, Your Honor, I actually contacted the Secretary of State.
Hold on a second.
Yes, sir, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you speak to the lawyer. If you want to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Warbling, you speak to the lawyer.
Thank you, sir.
All right. The offer here is OWI, and I'll let him know what the repercussions for the OWI is as it relates to his driving privileges and all that. So I'm gonna put you in a breakout with the lawyer.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right.
Good morning, Your Honor. Amari Hatcher.
Yeah, we're back on the record with Mrs. Carolyn Rosette Graham. Good morning, Ms. Hatcher. There is an offer in the file. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Amari Hatcher, P74935, appearing on behalf of Ms. Graham.
All right, so today is the date and time for a trial today. It appears that Officer Hampton is here. And he's in the breakout room. I'm gonna pull him out of the breakout room now.
Your Honor, can I go to the breakout room with him quickly?
Oh, very well. And let him know to come out that breakout room too. I guess he tried to get out earlier. It didn't work for him. Go in the breakout room with Attorney Hatcher, Mrs. Graham.
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Yes.
My name is Andre Lawrence. I had court with you on August 5th, and you told me to come back today for trial at 9 in the morning. I've been here since then, but when you went on your break, I was told that my name never was listed. So what do we do from here?
Do you have Mr. Lawrence's file?
No.
All right. Just sit tight, sir.
Okay.
All right, let's get Mr. Laterzo.
Can you tell me?
Ms. Hatcher,
Can you put us in a break? He wasn't in that breakout room, Your Honor.
Oh, he left. I don't know why he wasn't in that breakout room.
I'm not sure. It was only one individual in there. It was a lady.
Mr. Hampton?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you rejoin that breakout room?
I'll see what I can do. All right. Go back.
All right. Then we have Mr. Latarzo, who also is set for trial today. And the offer here is to plead to the one count and dismiss the other 1, 2, 3, 4 counts. Apparently, you didn't, I'll give you an opportunity to speak with Mr. Warbling as well. And Ms. Investigator Summerfield is here. So we're going to get you in the breakout room with the lawyer. Good morning.
That's Attorney Stevenson and Joanne Ward.
All right. So, see what else we have. This is Andre Xavier Lawrence. Mr. Lawrence, you said you showed up.
Yes.
And you spoke to me?
Yes, on August 5th, I had court with you for a missed court date back in June. And we went over the case and you told me to, well, we scheduled trial for today at 9 in the morning to go back over the case and I guess like get some resolution. But I've been in since 9 and my name wasn't called. So when you went on break, I asked and they said that it wasn't even, my name wasn't even pulled for today. So that's why I waited to just speak with you.
All right, I don't understand why. I do see that he was here August 5th. I don't understand why it wasn't. Well, let's see, scheduled for show call on August 5th. It says defendant failed to appear. But
yeah, that's what I came on August 5th for, failure to appear in June.
All right, so let's do this. Let's give him another date. Get him on his way. We'll can we give him October 25th?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Andre Xavier Lawrence, case number 2141550. Strike that. Case number 2141550, count 1 and count 2, and 214155811. For Lawrence, I'm going to set you a trial date for October the 25th at 9 a.m. You shouldn't have a problem. Zoom in at 9 a.m. and we'll deal with those matters on that day, all right?
Okay. Just to ask for the record, if I get any more like fees or anything, because I think this has my licenses.
Let's do this. Can we waive those reinstatement fees now so he can get his license back?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's do that. Here's the paperwork. All right, I'm going to waive the reinstatement fees because I do see that it says you didn't appear, but you seem to recollect pretty well that you were supposed to be here. So
I even wrote it down and everything that I was supposed to be here today. But I also just got another letter in the mail for 9/29 stating that my license would be further suspended But I'm like, I got the court date scheduled, so why would they still suspend it if I got court coming up?
All right, and improper display of plate, so I don't know if that's gonna suspend his license as well.
I'll put it out.
All right, if there's nothing further, sir, we're gonna take care of that on this end, and you come back on October 25th at 9 a.m. All right?
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, very well.
Have a good day.
Your Honor, can I get Corporal Hampton in the breakout room?
Yeah, I tried to put him in the breakout room. He's not in the, well, where's Corporal Hampton? He's not in the main room anymore.
I
He's
couldn't get back in.
Oh, there he is.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you from breakout room 3, don't join it, and I'll put you back in room 1.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So let me say this, Mr. Goss. Did you see that prompt to join room 1 now, Corporal Hampton?
No, I don't see it, Your Honor.
Why did Mr. Goss leave? I'm trying to get. All right, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna join, now it should say join room 6, but now it should say now join room 1.
It says it now, Your Honor.
All right. And tell Goss to come back out here as soon as he can, because I want to get these other matters resolved. Now, Ms. Hatcher, are you there?
We're not wearing your mask properly. Our staff will ask you.
I am, Your Honor.
Did you get some resolution to your matter?
None whatsoever. I asked to speak to the officer. Prosecutor came into the breakout room. I actually have a trial in 5 minutes. So if it's not going to be resolved, I'll have to adjourn it.
All right, are you going to try to go? They're in there now.
We can just adjourn it, Your Honor, because it's not going to be resolved.
All right, he's got the file.
Your Honor, can you get my case?
Sir, everybody's in line waiting to get their case. We're
Okay.
getting it as we can. Graham. All right, let's go back on the record with Ms. Carolyn Rosette Graham. There's obviously, today is the date and time set for a trial. How long is that trial gonna take you, Ms. Hatcher?
Your Honor, I'm unsure. It's a circuit court proceeding. So that I can't state first positive. I can try to zoom back in when I'm completed, but I have no idea.
Dismiss?
Yeah, just talk to the officer.
Okay, you're gonna dismiss? Okay, very well. All right, so there's a recommendation to dismiss the matters.
Thank you, Your Honor. We ask the court to adopt that recommendation.
All right. Ms. Graham, I'm gonna adopt the recommendation by the city attorney. Your matters are gonna be dismissed. There's nothing further. Have a great day, ma'am. And you too, Ms. Hatcher.
Thank you.
Oh, Officer Hampton, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
That's Corporal Rory Hampton, badge 4807.
Okay, all right, very well, Corporal Hampton. Good to see you, sir. I'll see you out there on the street.
All right, John, you have a good one.
You have a better one, thank you. All right, now, Latarzo.
Yes, sir. I changed the offer.
Is pleading to 1 count instead of the 4 counts and dismissing the other 4 counts.
Correct.
All right, is that under a 3-month delay or not? 12-month
It's a
delay.
dog fight case.
Dog what?
It's a dog fight case. That's why it's 12.
All right, 12 months. All right, Mr. Latarzo.
Yes.
Have you had a chance to speak with Mr. Warbling, your lawyer, today?
No, Judge.
All right, maybe you may need to, may not. Let's see. This is the City of Detroit versus Jason Michael Latarzo, case number B122817221, B122818121, B122811921, B122820221, and B1228121. Ms. Latarzo, there's an offer here in the file to plead to the nuisance charge. I'll take that under a 12-month delayed sentence. And I'll fine you $240. If your dog doesn't get in any more trouble in that 12 months, the case will be dismissed. And then with stipulation of probable cause, I'll dismiss all the other matters. Now, I'm going to take that offer. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer Summerfield is here, and you can speak with Mr. Warbling if you so choose. What would you like to do, sir?
I'd like to speak with Mr. Warbling.
Very well. All right, join that room. Okay.
Your Honor, I'm next.
No, you're not next.
I thought I'm family.
No, you're not next. Let's see. Ram is gone.
Told me to go to driving school.
Page is gone. Oh, you went to driving school?
Yeah, I have my certificate in your office.
Did you send me that certificate?
Yes, Your Honor.
I sent it like 3 times.
All right, let's call Mr. Thomas. Let's call Mr. Thomas. Mrs. Lamb, how can I help you?
So today you gave me the date of October 4th to have my balance paid, and I paid it on Friday.
All right. Randy Michelle, no, Regina Lamb.
Yes.
And I see you have 3 other matters pending. You have wait a minute, you haven't paid.
Yeah, I paid. I actually just got off the phone with my bank, and they said it will process in the morning, but I paid it Friday.
$800?
Yes.
And what about these other matters that you have? No proof of insurance, but you got pulled over again on August the 10th, 2021.
Yep, that's recent. I plan on fighting it. I definitely have insurance, and I wanted to fight the other tickets as well.
All right, let's call the cases. This is the City of Detroit versus Brandy Regina Lamb, case number SP128, strike that, SP1236758, counts 1 and counts 2, SP1236761, and then we have 17360362. So, Ms. Lamb, you said you paid $800 for this ticket that you got back in 17, right?
Yes.
All right, I don't see that it's been paid, but what we'll do, hold on a second. Listen. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it for another review on Friday. If I see that you paid that ticket, I'm going to just dismiss the other tickets. And why I'm doing that is because this is a 2017 matter. Had you got pled guilty in front of me today, I would have fined you $240. I think the times have changed, in my opinion, in the right direction. That's just an excessive amount of money for an offense like that. So I would fine you $240. So if you zoom back in on Friday, we'll set it for review.
Is it possible that I can give you the ID number for my payment? I do have it.
No, I want to see it on the screen. So if that pops up on the screen, and then you've paid more than $800, that's what you owe. Well, you do if you're gonna get these other ones dismissed.
Yep, I mailed in my insurance also for that ticket too.
Well, I told you I'm gonna dismiss them once I see you paying that.
Okay, thank you.
So let's set another review for this Friday. It should be in the system by then. So that's October 8th at 8:25. If you zoom in early, you'll be the first one out, or one of the first ones out. All right?
All right. Thank you. I'll see you then.
If there's nothing further, have a great day.
You too.
It's me.
Let's go with Mr. Laws. So he hasn't had a chance. You had a chance to speak with
Yes, sir.
Did you have a chance to speak with Mr. Warbling?
Yes, sir.
So what do you intend on doing?
I'm just gonna, looking at all the evidence, I'm just gonna have to just keep taking it to court, and if I can get a sooner court date, so I don't lose my jobs, and I'm just, so I can at least try. Just gonna, because it's very important that I have my license, and I have a valid driver's license. I'm just carrying around this piece of paper.
Well, it's valid.
Yeah, it's valid.
I can't do anything about that, sir. This is the City of Street versus Yusuf Jabari Laws, case number Z8082741. So, Mr. Laws, it's my understanding that you want to take it to trial, right?
I would like it dismissed, but
I'm
if
sure.
Yeah.
But without some work, I'm not saying that won't happen, but without some work, that's not going to happen. I got a trial date. You need to get this file, sir. You need to motion the court to get this file, because you're going to need that to know what the allegations are all about. That's why maybe Mr. Warbling can do that. I got a trial date on January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. All right, so you need to get that file, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Oh, it's Mr. Thomas.
Sorry, you
All right.
that date for Mr. Laws?
Yeah.
Say that again.
I was just trying to have you repeat what the date was for Mr. Laws.
Mr. Laws, January 20th, 2022 at 9 a.m. That's set for a trial on that date.
Thank you.
Anything sooner, Your Honor?
No, not for that, sir. You got a lot of work to do on that, sir.
Okay.
You don't need anything sooner. You need to get that stuff taken care of. You need to get some help. All right, if there's nothing further, have a great day.
You too.
So the only question.
Okay, this one you dismissed on this one.
Oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have dismissed that. And except for the one that we entered into, these old ones here.
Right.
Payment. You want me to mark the ones you entered into payment agreements on?
No, I have no, I just need two, so that one was just.
That's the failure to display, and then the other.
Yeah, the 175, okay.
All right. Mr. Thomas,
Yes, sir.
how can I help you, sir?
Yes, you gave me a payment date of $1,400 to pay today for traffic violations, and I paid it on September I paid it in September the 1st, 9/1/2021.
What's your date of birth?
11/10/1973.
All right, you have one more, it appears, to pay. $200 defective brakes. But
that ticket, it didn't come up because the kiosk machine only let me pay the tickets that came up. So I paid $1,410.
let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Thomas Lewis, case number 184948883. I'm gonna set aside the default in this case, sir, and I'm gonna dismiss this matter, all right?
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that one. You have a bunch of reinstatement fees here to pay, sir, before you can get your driver's license, but I appreciate the fact that you have taken all these steps to get that stuff paid.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so I'm gonna dismiss that case, that 18 case, and other than that, if there's nothing further, you have a great day, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, so here, that one on top, the one I just dismissed, remember, and all the others.
Yeah, they are closed.
All right. Yes, Mr. Jones.
Yes, sir.
I see you here. Everybody's been waiting.
Do you know that I'm your brother?
All of y'all are my brothers.
God was my cousin's schoolmate.
Listen, I see you waiting. Everybody's been waining.
Yes,
you're
my good brother. I found out last time that you're my brother. And Nigerian brother.
What's going on with Mr. Laturzo?
Your Honor, is there any way I could speak with Mr. Goss about just briefly?
Yes.
Thanks.
So can I get my bond back? And I did my bond, I did the training. I trained, I got
Listen. Do not interrupt me again, please.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And when I call your name, do not interrupt me again.
Okay, Your Honor, I'm sorry.
All right?
Okay.
All right. All right. Is this Mr. Warbling back yet? All right, they're still in the breakout room, so I'm gonna pass that matter. All right. Let's go with Mr. Owenu. All right, now it's your turn, Mr. Owenu.
Yes, Your Honor, last time.
Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is the City of Detroit versus Jones Owenu, case number 214-976-901. Mr. Owenu, we were here the last time, and because of the nature of your ticket of driving 16 to 20 over, on, and that's the allegation on the Top Street. You were given an opportunity to take a defensive driving course. Unfortunately, you didn't take the right course. I do see that you've taken a course.
They told me
And can I finish?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. What are we gonna do, Mr. Warbling, for Mr. Liturgico?
Your Honor, so I did have an opportunity to speak with Mr. Goss. They were willing to make it a 6-month, Your Honor, as opposed to a 12-month, and they didn't have a problem with no contest because there's some civil liability issues.
All right, I'm gonna pass Mr. Wayne's case because he keeps on interrupting. I can't even make a record. All right, we're gonna go back on the record with Jason Liturzo. And I've given all the parties an opportunity to speak to the representative councils. Today is the date and time set for a trial. I do understand that there is a resolution in the matter, and instead of the 12-month delayed sentence, Mr. Warbling has negotiated for you, Mr. Liturzo, an opportunity to take this under a 6-month delayed sentence. And instead of pleading guilty, you would plead no contest. But understanding that a no contest plea, as it relates to the purposes of the court and entering into the record, is going to be taken like a guilty plea. So you'll have all the fines and costs that a guilty plea would have, except for the fact that you're pleading no contest and not accepting any responsibility for it. Is that what you want to do, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, sir. You understand the maximum possible penalty for this offense is 90 days in jail and/or $500 in fine?
Yes, sir.
You understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right? I can't hear you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, and has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, sir.
Okay, so all right, so Investigator Summerfield, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Investigator Elizabeth Summerfield, badge 3.
And who are you with?
Animal control.
City of Detroit?
Yes, sir.
Very well. Okay, as I stated to you, the offer is to plead to the nuisance charge. That would be a no contest plea. I'll fine you $240 in that. I'll take it under a 6-month delayed sentence. If your dog doesn't get in any more trouble in that 6 months, we'll dismiss the matter. And with the stipulation of probable cause, I will dismiss the other matter. Mr. Warbling, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis for the nuisance?
Yes, Your Honor, for purposes of the no contest plea, yes.
Okay, and the purposes of the no contest plea is what?
Protection against subsequent civil liability, Your Honor.
All right, very well. And with this, so I'll fine you. I'll enter no contest plea to the nuisance, the dog nuisance ticket. That's case number B122822121. And with stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'll dismiss all the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, I'm gonna fine you $240, and I'm gonna enter a 6-month delayed sentence. And when can you pay, sir?
Can you give me a little bit of time? I have financial hardship.
Well, you're gonna just pay it within the 6 months. So
Oh, that's
let's
more than enough.
February 1st. February 1st, 2022, we're gonna set this for a review at 8:25 a.m. If you haven't gotten it paid by then you're going to have to zoom in and see if the court can find you some more time or let the court know what's going on. If you have it paid by then you do nothing, sir. We'll dismiss the ticket.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Thank you very much, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, you have a very good day, sir.
You as well.
All right, thank you. All right. All right. Mr. Owenu.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well, sir. We're back on the record. So I was saying before I was interrupted that you didn't take the right course. However, you did take a driving course, and I showed that proof of completion of that driving course. Now, you know the deal when you got here, before you took the course, on what we expect from you. And that is that you come in and you tell us what you learned and educate us. We want substantive information. You're sitting here looking at a 4-point offense. And besides the fines, which is nominal in the sense that you're trying to avoid the future fines of insurance, the insurance ramifications. So the more substance you bring, the better the offer can get. I've seen the city attorney go all the way down. I've seen them dismiss it because they brought so much substantive information that they felt that that was good enough. But I've seen them go all the way down to blocking traffic. So now is the time for us to for you to tell the court and everybody that's watching what you learned out of this driving course.
Well, Your Honor, it was a very good suggestion for me to do the driving course. I learned so much that I didn't know before. I learned that speed kills. I learned that younger people between the age of 18 to 33 die most in accidents. The second is the older people below 60 who are men. Women seem to have a better record than what men has done. And everything that is done on the road, like when you see a sign, a computerized sign telling you the mileage, how far you have to travel, how slow you have to go on the bend, those things are controlled by the government. And if you think that nobody knows, they have the statistics of what is happening on the road. So the advice they have given is for people to slow down. When he tells you 70 miles an hour on the highway, go 70 miles, or maybe 69. Don't try to go 100 because you will not stop if there is something in your face. It takes a longer time to stop when you're speeding, and you have less control of your vehicle. So the more careful you are in the highway, the less accidents, the less people get in trouble. And then if you have to pass a big lorry or 16-footer, you have to calculate how fast you have to go to overtake that. And you go on your extreme left, not on your right, because the left is the passing lane. So you gotta know these things. You gotta avoid where there is a school to slow down, because the offense you commit in a school area is higher than if you did it on the street. But the most important thing for every driver is to slow down. Accidents kill so many people in the United States, and it costs about 200 and something billion for the accident that happened on the road. So this drive in school have helped me to understand, slow down, read the road signs, find out how the road is like when it rains. You have to slow down because sometimes your brake might not be very active in the first 10 minutes of rain. When it snows, it's slippery. You have to slow down because you might apply your brake and your brake doesn't work. So there's so many things that you can learn about getting a rest before you do a long travel. Get you some sleep. Don't get on the road and you're sleepy. You hit something.
All right. You concentrated on a lot about speeding, which I'm glad you did because that was the nature of your offense. And I just want to say this to you, sir. Do you have kids, sir?
Yes.
Do you have grandkids?
Yes.
So you're traveling, and this is an allegation that you're traveling 44 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. I don't know what possesses you to go that fast in that zone, but if someone hit one of your kids or one of your grandkids and they were alleged to have been going over almost twice the speed limit, first of all, if someone hit a kid at 25 miles an hour, that could be very serious injury or death. Imagine how the chances are of going 44 miles an hour, what the chances of survival for that child would be. And if that was your child that got hit, that would almost be an unforgivable situation for that other person. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So I just beg you to be cognizant of that next time you get behind the wheel. Right. The offer today is going to plead to blocking traffic. That's going to be $175. That's based on the fact that you took the class. I feel that you took the class seriously, and that's going to be an amended count of blocking traffic. Fine is going to be $175. You still, if you don't like that, sir, you still have a right to a formal hearing, and I can set that up. But to resolve this matter today, it'll be blocking traffic.
Your Honor, I already paid $170. Can you let that go?
All right, so then you'll owe $5 more.
Can you give me that break for $5, please?
No, I can't do that. No.
So how do I send the $5?
I'm actually gonna be offended that you asked me that.
No, I just was asking because everybody don't have money.
You got money?
No. No, I have a son in college.
But you have a job? Yeah. Okay, so would you rather not take that deal and pay the insurance man the money then?
No.
Imagine how much more that's gonna be.
I take your deal always, anytime.
All right, sir. Mr. Warbling, will your client stipulate to the face of the ticket as an accurate factual basis?
Yes, you will, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna take their stipulation. I'm gonna find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic. I'm gonna fine you $175. We can ask Ms. Nash to put a request in. Why don't you come down to the court, sir? Come down to the court, tell them to apply your bond, and then bring another $5 with you.
I will do that. I'm kind of had a surgery on my knee, so I'm not very mobile, but I'll send that money in.
All right, do you want to pay it online?
I could if you give me the chance.
All right, write this number down here. 313.
1 minute, let me put My pen, oh, okay, 313.
965
Hmm,
5228.
okay,
You're gonna call there, we're gonna put the request in to apply that $170 bond. You'll call there, you have to follow up on that request and tell them that you want that bond applied. And then you can go online at 36districtcourt.org to pay that additional $5, or you can go to any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit, or you can come down to the court and pay it online, in person. I'm gonna give you 30 days to take care of all that. That'll be November 3rd, 2021. I'm gonna set it for review at 8:25 a.m. And if it's done, you don't have to show back up, all right?
thank you, Honor.
All right, have a great day, sir. Slow down.
You too, thanks.
All right. Mr. Garfield and Mr. Green. Mr. Garfield, how can I help you, sir? You're set for review. Let's call the case. This is the city of Detroit versus Aaron Anthony Garfield, SP 9505331, 1736065541, 1845686661, and 19484831. This is the date and time set for a review in the matter. It appears that you entered into some agreements with the court to pay, and this was the date and time to see if those agreements have been made. So I'm looking at the 18568. It appears you need more time.
You gave me community service. I was going to community service.
Okay, and what happened with that?
You told me I had 20 hours to do, and
Oh, okay, I know. All right.
Yeah.
So did you 20 hours done?
I had 7 more hours to go, sir.
All right. You're gonna have to do more than that though, so you have 7 more hours to go.
Yes.
When are you gonna get the 7 more hours done?
I can go in tomorrow. I'm actually not really feeling well. I had to go take. I thought I had COVID. I had to go take a COVID test. That's why I didn't go. I had ended up getting incarcerated on one of my other cases, and when I came home, I just wasn't feeling good, so I didn't go for my last day. But I can get the 7 hours done in like one more day.
Come back Friday. Will you have the 7 hours done Friday?
Yes.
October, but you're gonna have to do more. I'm gonna give you credit like I give everybody else credit for the community service. We'll do the math when you get back, all right?
Okay.
And then whatever else you have outstanding, you can clear it up with community service, or you can pay. I'm gonna set this for another review on October 8th, 2021 at 8:25 a.m. It's your first one here, and I don't have anything from well, I guess I won't get anything until you actually finish the community service. So make sure you get in contact with.
They told me I was supposed to receive like some paper in the mail at my house or something. I never received that documentation. I just started going in on my own. She got a sign-in sheet that she make us sign, and I had been signing it, and I just been taking pictures of me signing it in my hours and stuff.
We talked to who was gonna help you?
That's Mrs.
Huh?
I can't think of her name right now. Mrs. It's called Love and Kindness.
Yeah, but somebody was gonna help you to make sure that stuff was documented properly.
Well, I never received it.
All right, just come back on Friday, finish that 7 hours up.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Mr. Christopher Green, are you there?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is the city of Detroit versus Christopher Green, case number SE11397621. And then we have another ticket, a U ticket, U618-00121. You have Mr. Green's file?
Mr. Green.
Yes. All right. You two were supposed to do 20 hours community service, sir.
Yes, sir.
Did you do it?
No, I was unable to do it. The paperwork I got sent and the place that I was supposed to go to was incorrect. And I talked to Ms. Green. She told me to just wait until this court date and to ask for extension as
I don't understand why she would tell you to wait when she can just give you another place to go.
Yeah, she said she had to search for another place. And my court date was coming up, so she said to just ask for extension.
So what are we asking them for? Get Ms. Green in here, please. We'll pass the matter until we get this stuff resolved. Well, I mean, why can't she just give you a place to go? Because I mean,
I'm not sure.
We'll figure it out. All right. Counselor? Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right. Let's call the case. What I'm going to do, Mr. Green, I'm going to give you some time to complete it. I want to get some understanding from the probation department on exactly, so you'll know where you're supposed to go today, or we'll see exactly what's going on, because there's no sense in just getting another date and you don't have a place to go.
Yes, sir. Understood.
So, all right. So we'll wait till they come in and we'll figure it out. All right.
Yes,
so let's pass the matter. This is the city of Detroit versus Joanne Warwick, case number U561622120. Appearances for the record, please.
Good morning, Cindy Rogers for the people, tape 2072.
Good morning, Your Honor. Paul Stevenson, attorney on behalf of Joanne Warwick. My key number is 34075, and she's present in court.
All right, put your name on the record, ma'am.
Excuse me. Joanne Warwick.
All right, very well. All right. So we're here today. The file, we had to kind of generate a new file. So what I do have, and that what I did get a supplement to your motion just to this morning. I see that was put in my mailbox on Friday, and my email on Friday. I do have a defendant's consolidated motion and memorandum of law to suppress and arrest of defendant, to suppress the arrest of defendant and to dismiss, quash the complaint. I have the supplemental memorandum that provided some law or some direction. I briefly read over that, and I have the response to the defendant's motion. And what the court is inclined to do is the court is inclined to grant you that opportunity to have an evidentiary hearing. All right, so we'll do that. And at that point, I'm not going to rule on the dismissal of the motion or the suppression or dismiss and quash the complaint. I'm going to grant you opportunity to have an evidentiary hearing. So if you guys can get together on a date, and we'll see if that's good with the court, then we'll figure out a date for that evidentiary. Is there anything that you want to put on the record?
Yes, Your Honor. I'd like to share some information about the history of this case. I'll be very brief. Ms. Warwick was arrested in late July 2019. We appeared for trial on January 21, 2020. And the case was dismissed without prejudice because the officer did not appear. The case was refiled a few weeks later, and obviously COVID, and there's been a lot of different reasons why this case is retracted. But this is the third time. Apparently, the court file is not available. We were here in June, and then again in August, and now we're here in October. And I was looking over my notes yesterday from August appearance, and I had written down, I forgot, that Ms. Rogers had disclosed in August that the arresting officer, the complainant, had passed away. He was unavailable in January 2020. He's never going to be available anymore. And so for that reason, all the other stuff that's going on, I would ask Your Honor to dismiss the case.
Well, let me stop, because on that day, the last time we were here, you made the motion to dismiss. And I told you, I believe the response to that was that Ms. Rogers said that they have another police officer that was there that witnessed that would also witness the event. And I told you I would dismiss, I would not grant that motion to dismiss. I would allow you an opportunity to give me some law on that, because from my understanding, if there's another officer that's willing to testify to the same events, why is he not able to do that, or is she not able to do that? So you said that you were going to file a motion, and I gave you till September 15th, and it was a little bit of back and forth, because you said that you shouldn't have to file a motion, that she should just be one to do the work. And I said, you're the one that made the motion to dismiss. So I wasn't going to make her file a motion. And I gave her until the week after that to respond, and I didn't get a motion on September 15th.
Your recollection may be better than mine. I don't recall that, but
that's what the conversation was.
Thank you, Judge. That's exactly how I remember it. This oral motion was already made at the previous hearing, and you did request a written motion. We've had somewhat of a loose scheduling, filing deadline, and I had not received anything, so I did not respond to anything because there was no written motion.
And what I will say is, in getting back to the history, in June, I assumed this case from the now retired Judge Langston. I do understand that you have that was dismissed because of no officer, and this is just from you telling me this. I believe I saw that on the train, and I don't hear sister counsel object to anything that you've said so far. And I'm taking your word for that. And so now we're here. I asked you when I first got on the case to give me the motion, and that never got to me until now. I got the motion now. I've read over the motion, and I said I will grant you an evidentiary hearing, because I think that's ultimately, I mean, yeah, who wouldn't want the case to be dismissed as a defense lawyer and defendant, right? But I didn't get much information at all, or your basis of why, except for you're saying that it's a violation of the Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, and Sixth Amendment right. I didn't get any facts that say that why it's a violation. I'm assuming, and this is why I'm granting your motion for evidentiary hearing, that at that evidentiary hearing, that I'll have some information that supports why it's a violation of those constitutional rights, and then I can make a better ruling on that.
Your Honor, as it is, the prosecution and suppression has the burden of proving the legality of the arrest and so on. So the facts would begin by whatever the prosecution elicits during its burden of proof. And of course, we can respond by cross-examination if there's any witnesses of our own.
Okay, and the prosecution has said they've outlined, at least in the motion of the response to your motion, they've outlined the fact that your client was in the building, and this is just a brief recitation of what was said in there. Your client was in the building, your client somehow was slipped through, or well, I imagine she was let through and they made a mistake in leading her through the security checkpoint with the sign, and that your client became belligerent. Your client was asked to leave the building, and that's where I'm sure their basis to say that it's disorderly conduct. They've given me the statute, what the statute reads as far as disorderly conduct. So, you know, without hearing anything other than that, and I didn't hear anything other than that from your motion, I'm left with what their turn of events are.
And of course, these are what the prosecution wrote in its response are their allegations as to what they claim happened.
Correct.
And we'll of course sort that out at the evidentiary hearing. But if I may, given the kind of strange circumstances of this case in terms of the reasons why we haven't proceeded, missing file and just changing of judges and so on. And Your Honor, frankly, I was quite ill in August. I would ask your Honor's indulgence so I could do that research and file that motion. And perhaps it could be scheduled before the suppression hearing and save us a lot of time if there's merit in it, and if you decide.
I'm willing to, I'm trying to give you and your client I'm trying to make sure that all of your clients' rights are not run over or bridged. I want to make sure that you have every opportunity. We're really not in a rush now because it's been here since long before I got here. Well, we're looking to get some resolution, and that's what we're here for. So I was hoping that your motion would have had that information in it, so I could have ruled upon it at this time. But
Your Honor, I can get that motion to you within 14 days.
All right.
And just briefly, if I can respond. First, on the previous trial date, that is correct what counsel is saying. It was dismissed on trial date for no officer. I did make a motion. I knew where the officer was. He was very ill, but it got denied for, even though it's for a good cause. So that's why we have a new case number and a new ticket in front of us today. And as to the motion, I know just for the record that you've already ruled on it, but for the evidentiary hearing, even the supplemental law that defense has provided, it does not say an evidentiary hearing is a constitutional right. It really, both cases, I believe it's Healy and Watkins, rule that you cannot use a transcript from an exam in place of an evidentiary hearing, which of course is not what we're doing. We don't have an exam for ourselves, this isn't a felony, and we aren't using a transcript in place of live testimony, because of course they're different. As one of the cases said, that's something that the Court of Appeals struggle with, because written word is different than live testimony. That's not what we're doing here. The evidentiary hearing is not needed here because everything stated in my response, there's clearly probable cause here. Based on her behavior, the yelling, the screaming, all of the aggressive behavior that's displayed in the public building, that's also defense has video evidence of, and this does seem like a fishing exercise. I believe this is the fourth or fifth motion to dismiss this case. I know we do have two case numbers, so it's somewhat confusing procedural history. This case has been going on for over 2 years, and I believe there's been either between 4 and 6 motions to dismiss for a variety of reasons. And over the long history of this case, an evidentiary hearing based on no probable cause for the arrest has never been filed, because there is probable cause for the arrest. So I do ask that we do not do an evidentiary hearing because it's just simply not needed. And as for defense's future motion, he has already missed a date that was of course given orally though through the court for a motion to dismiss, I believe based on the confrontation clause. I am going on vacation after this, so if I could get more than 14 days, I will be out for just over a week regarding that. But the court has already asked for that motion to be filed, and so we could argue it today, and defense has missed that.
Well, the defense counsel did say that that he was very ill at the time. I'm not going to get into what type of illness he had. I'm going to accept him as an officer of the court that he is not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes and accept that as the truth. As for the evidentiary hearing, It's my understanding that it's up to my discretion to grant or deny that evidentiary hearing. And I will grant that evidentiary hearing. I do understand what you're saying, though, Counselor. And really, essentially, this is what a trial is all about for this misdemeanor matter. You know, it's was your client belligerent or yelling and screaming and disorderly in the public, or was your client not? So essentially, if there's some information, if there's a video that depicts that, and I see it, and I see the video, and your client is screaming, I'm gonna rule against. I'm gonna deny your motions for violation of the thing, and you're still gonna have to go to trial.
Take it one step at a time, Your Honor.
That's what I'm trying to do, but you have to take the steps. I can't file the motions for you. I can't get the work done, and it is correct. I did give you an opportunity. I think that was the confrontation clause was the issue that we were here before last time, and I'm trying to give you and your client all the opportunity to defend yourself, to defend you in this case. But I can't do the work for you.
As I said, I can get that motion to you within 14 days.
All right, so the motion.
Sorry, Judge, one more thing, just in good faith, last time I spoke to your clerk, the court did not have the original charging document. Does the court have it now?
Okay, so here's what I have now. I have, so right now I'm looking at your notice of hearing. That's for defendant's consolidated motion and memorandum of law to suppress the arrest and defendant and to dismiss, quash the complaint. I have the response to the motion to suppress the arrest of defendant and to quash the complaint. I have what I just received this morning and briefly read was the motion supplemental memorandum of law that supports that prior motion that was filed. I have a bill of particulars here, and I have a bunch of exhibits that are
maybe a collection of case law.
Case law that has some case law that was submitted that I haven't read, but I've read some of it because that was in the motion that I read this morning. So I think this is just some of the other stuff, but I haven't had a chance to exactly go over all of this.
So, Your Honor, Ms. Rogers and I will work out a date for suppression hearing.
So let's say this. Let me stop you right now. I don't have a signed complaint.
Okay, thank you, Judge. That's what your clerk has told me. I believe the last time the original ticket, which of course is in the court's possession, not the prosecution's possession, was with Judge Langston. I believe she took it to her home and had it messengered back to the court. No one has seen it since. My supervisor, Shannon Walker, has reached out to court personnel, Ms. Gray and Ms. Daniels, regarding the status of the ticket. They have not been able to locate it. I'm unsure if the court can find it, if we could get some more time to find the original complaint, since the court was in possession of it for a long time and has been missing for at least a couple of weeks, as far as I know.
So, and that's going to pose another problem because I haven't seen a signed complaint. I haven't seen a signed complaint. I've only been left with what I have here. My clerk has tried to assemble the best she could of all of the stuff that happened, which I'm sure if it's been going on for this long, it's probably not everything. So, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Counselor, about that. But that's gonna pose a problem.
Yes, it will, Judge. I do have a photocopy of the signed complaint, but I, of course, do not have the original complaint.
All right. And the rules of evidence, will that allow me to use that photocopy? I believe it would. The best evidence, if the other matter would be lost, then that would probably do. But I think your motion goes a little further than that. Your motion is saying that the person that signed the complaint is now deceased.
And Your Honor, as a matter of fact, complaints, civil or criminal, are not evidence. They are allegations. They are initiating documents, but they're not evidence. So I don't think the rules of evidence would apply in terms of allowing a copy of the original complaint.
All right. I think there's a ton of issues that need to be worked out. There's no question about that. But again, I'm not the one doing the work, and I'm just the one that's going to be that's presented with that work, and have to make a decision on that. And that's what I'm here to do. So I don't know. I can't imagine why this has gone on so long. I think that, was there an offer ever presented?
Yes, the offer originally was and still is a 3-month delayed sentence.
All right, and again, for disorderly conduct, counselor, I routinely $240 fine, and I'll dismiss that immediately upon payment of that $240. So I'll even go a step further than the 3-month delay. So I don't know if your client is wanting to entertain that offer or not, but I guess that offer is still on the table, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
My client says she's innocent, and we're going to go to trial if it's necessary. I just have 2 miscellaneous items, if I could. One, just to protect the record, my client's interests. She has previously requested a speedy trial through me. She's again asking for that today. And then the last thing, Your Honor, is that I want to congratulate you on your appointment, and I really want to celebrate the fact that a fellow alumnus of Woodhaven stamping plants is sitting on the bench.
Are you a Woodhaven?
When I was in law school, I worked at Woodhaven stamping metal, and I don't know how recent you were there. I was there in 78, 79, and the worst line to work was line 13.
Oh my goodness!
It had these rocker panels, and you had to lean forward, and it was really horrible on your back.
Oh, well, that brings back memories, because I got there in '96, and I think line 13 was there.
Oh my God!
But I don't know exactly what they were running out of there now. But if you went into the place now, it's a totally different world.
I drive by the parking lot. It's like 10% of what it was before.
Yeah, I think when you got there, you were 4,000 or so people.
Yeah.
How long did you spend?
It was about a year and 3 months. First year law school.
You did some hard backbreaking work for 13 months or so. But when I got there in '96, it was still, some of that stuff was automated. Some of it was still as it was in '78. But now it's just completely changed. And when I got there, it was 2,700 or 2,500 people. I think that when I left in May 21st, I think we were down under 500.
Wow.
490 something people or so.
Wow.
So
it's, my uncle John is passed on, but he was a labor lawyer. He worked for Ford Motor at that plant, and that's frankly, you know how sometimes people get a plant that way. And one of the best memories he had was working with Bob King.
Okay.
Negotiating local contracts at that time. Bob, I think he might have been regional director at the time. But yeah, it was a great experience.
Yeah. Well, I experienced 25.8 years there, and I'm hoping they continue my time and keep me going until I can retire with the full 30. But that's still up for debate. I guess they denied that, so we'll wait and see. But I'm here now,
right? And
I'm glad to be here, and I'm waiting to see some good lawyering, so I can make a ruling.
All
right,
so
thank you.
Council and I just need to pick a date in the hallway, and then we're free to go today.
And you're free to go. So
okay.
What we're looking for is and let's get this understanding right now. There's supposed to be some kind of motion that's filed. You say you need at least 2 weeks. Obviously, Ms. Rogers will be out of town or on vacation in the next 2 weeks. So if you can give some time for her after she comes back to get the motion, and then some time for her to respond. I'll give you 7 days to respond, and then we'll get a date in the next, what I say, couple of months maybe. So as quick as we can after that, all right? And then I'll have the opportunity to read all of that stuff. So this motion is, you're not prepared to set an evidentiary hearing date. You want to file another motion that encompasses.
It might vitiate the need for the actual suppression hearing if the motion I'm going to file in 14 days is granted.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and just briefly for my personal schedule, today, you guys are my last hearing today, and I am leaving for vacation, and I will be back on Tuesday, of the 13th. So after that, I can respond to any motion that is filed on me if I have it by then. And briefly on the speedy trial, the defense did briefly bring it up. There is no speedy trial violation here, as the defense keeps slowing things down with all these motions. Of course, they can bring motions. But all of these stuff, and we have to stop and schedule motion hearings, evidentiary hearings, all of that is attributed to defense, not prosecution, because it's their motion and their stuff. So that does not, there's no violation of a speedy trial. I would also like this to go to trial. I've been on this for 2 years too, but of course we need to do all these motions as defense is bringing them. There's no speedy trial violation.
All right, well, I want, whatever you bring and whatever I'm gonna rule on, I'm going to give you to October 18th. If that's enough time, Counselor?
To submit this new motion, yes.
To submit this new motion.
2 weeks, yes.
And I want this motion to encompass all of your legal arguments, so that we can hear those. The city attorney will have an opportunity to respond. We'll make a decision on that motion, and let's say. We're setting the dates now. Let's say we'll come back on the 29th of October. Is that a good day, Ms. Nash?
Oh, yes, Your Honor, whichever day you choose, because we always can squeeze one more.
Well, I want to make sure that we're not just jammed up on that day if you can.
Okay, what day again?
The 29th of October. And that's kind of, I'm doing that so we can hurry up and get some finality, at least to see if we're going to go to trial or not.
That should be a good day, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Judge, will my response be due October 25th then?
That your response will be October 25th. And then it'll give me an opportunity to read and review, and then I'll make my decision on the 29th.
Your Honor, that motion to suppress it was filed last April. I filed it through this online emergency bonds link at the Third District Court website. I talked to Ms. Turner, administrative office, and she said, go ahead, even though it says bond, emergency motion, go ahead and file a motion that way. And I understand that that thing never got forwarded into the file or to you. And just wondering if that's the best way to file, or still.
I think the best way to file would just be to serve it the old school way onto the court and the city attorney.
Very well.
And that way, everybody has a hard copy of it. I did get the email that was sent. I mean, email is fine with me as well. As long as we get a copy, as long as I'm able to get something by the 18th, read and review it, and then get a response. And I'm sure that Madam Rogers is going to give you that response when you complete that, and I can get a copy of that. As long as we have everything done, and the 25th, I have all the information that I need to do to make a ruling and review it. I'll review it, and then we'll make a decision on the 29th, and we'll see how it proceeds from that point.
Ms. Rogers and I have an agreement to exchange filings by email.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just going to put that on the record. It's been working great. I'm totally fine with email service, and I will serve my motion also, or my response via email. I do have a question on the 29th. Will that be an in-person hearing again?
I don't know necessarily that it necessarily needs a reason why we had the in-person hearing is because there was a lot of technical difficulties on the day of that hearing. I believe you had technical difficulties. Some technical difficulties were you were having difficulty communicating. So that was another reason why that's really not of any concern to me, as long as we don't have those problems anymore. If we can get through this without having the problems, I don't have to worry about, have you figured your device out, Ms. Forward?
I usually have to call a friend.
So we need to have it in person.
Okay. Is it possible to do 10 o'clock again?
Yes.
Thank you.
If I may, I'd like to say hello to Ms. Nash. We got to know each other over the phone.
Yes.
She's very hard working. So anything else, Counselor?
No, Your Honor, we're good.
Anything else for the?
Nothing further. Thank you, Judge.
All right. If there's nothing further, I will see you back on the 29th of October.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, very well.
Thank you.
All right. We have Mr. Green, have Mrs. Green on the line as well. This is good morning, Mr. Green.
Good morning.
It's very good to see you. I say your name a lot, and now it's good to put it. I've seen you before in the past, but it's good to be able to associate a face with the name. I have Mr. Green on the line. Is Mr. Green there?
Yes, sir.
All right. And he tells me that he's been having difficulty getting assigned to a place. So what's going on with that?
Well, he was assigned to an organization back at the beginning of September that was PR Kids, an organization in Highland Park. And he called me this past Friday to report that he had some trouble connecting with the contact person, Maria White, and was told that she told him that she's no longer working with the organization, and gave him another contact name. And he was not able to contact that person, but I instructed Mr. Green to log in today and present his case because of the close call of him calling me this past Friday. I couldn't set him up somewhere else. And, that he should request an adjournment of his case, that he can complete the 20 hours, hopefully in the next month or a month and a half or so. And I would definitely give him a new location.
All right, very well, and that's what he said. I just wanted to get that understanding from you, because I didn't want him to leave today and not, be skeptical of what exactly he can do. So, what's the noise in the background, Mr. Green?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Your Honor.
What's all? I know, because you got all that noise in the background. What's going on?
Garbage man.
Okay. All right. Very well. So, Mr. Green, do you understand? I just wanted you to hold on and make sure that you had the information. I'll give you 30 days.
Okay.
All right. So that's gonna put us into November the 3rd. Can you get it done by that time, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. I put a review 8:25 a.m. And when can you give him that information, Ms. Green?
Yeah, I instructed him once he finished with the Zoom today to just reconnect back with me. And I can get him something mailed out or emailed to him today.
All right, and I need some places where I can do some community service as well.
Oh, we got a nice directory.
All right, then I'm sure you do. Okay, so you got that, Mr. Green? When you get off this line, give Ms. Green a minute to get some places together and give her a call, all right?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, very well. I appreciate you showing up, Ms. Green, and you too as well, Mr. Green.
Okay, everybody have a good day.
Great, I'm a better one. All right, Mr. Warbling, I appreciate it. I should have let you know you could have gone at that one.
What happened with Miss Carolyn Graham?
Miss Carolyn Graham is dismissed. I wrote it on there.
Which one?
Okay. Did you see it?
I need to.
Yeah, dismiss all. All right, sorry. All right, Mr. Warbling?
Yes, Judge.
All right, that'll conclude it, sir.
Great, Your Honor. You and your staff have a wonderful day.
All right, you have a better one.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks. All right, Ms. Williams-Law.
All right, Your Honor. See you this afternoon.
All right, see you this afternoon.